All right, are you ready to run? I'm ready for you to run. So we're gonna try to make that happen right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Rusty Oliver Man. This is the CUSHMAN Truckster that I think I paid like 70 bucks for on an online auction. And last time we managed to get it to kind of fire off a starting fluid, but we aren't pulling any fuel up to our tank. And we figured out that our noise of compression loss was that they took half of the fuel pump off, like separated the two halves and then left it sticking into the block, which ain't no good for nobody. So digging around on the internet proved that you cannot find that original pump anymore. At least I could not. So forget it. But I did find a place that already has a laser cut block off plate. So that's what we're gonna do. And I ordered that, and I ordered a new filter like this one. But for today, I managed to find locally a fuel pump that should be the correct pressure. This is 2 to 3.5, so the lowest you can get. That's all we need for something like this. And I got some fuel line and clamps, and I got a new battery here. So we're going to try that and see if we can't make her go, you know? And I'm kind of wondering if I ought to try to, well, somewhere I've got those hose things I bought that let you siphon out. I'm thinking maybe we should probably siphon out the old nasty fuel and just start over with new. I guess if I can't find the siphon hose, we can always just use the pump and pump it out, but I'd rather not put the dirty fuel through there if possible. So give me a second to go grab those things and then we'll get going. All right, I managed to find the smaller of the two, which is fine for what we're doing. I don't know what I did with the larger, but it's sure handy having this on our mobile workstation here, aka tilt bed trailer that we bought, especially for YouTube. That's what we're gonna say. And then the tax people won't complain. Look at that, how nice that works on fuel. If you don't let it block off. What are the chances that it would? I mean, that just makes short work of this. You can hear the check ball in there. That actually looks like pretty good gas. But I think we should do our fair share here and make sure. We'll throw that on some weeds or no. We'll properly dispose of that in an approved EPA container / fashion. That will be recycled and turned into brand new unicorns, and that's the way it is. We absolutely will not waste it. Man, see there, we're pulling some nasties. That's what I'm after right there. I want that garbage out of there. Yeah, that sediment there settled to the front of the nose because of the way we were doing it. Yeah, okay. Well, we did a good job there. I mean, that made it a lot better than it was. So, hooray to us. All right, so we sent that fuel off to the recycling. And now, we're going to pour in some fresh out of this can, which is probably much lower quality than what we just took out of there, depending on how long ago it's been since this ran. All right, so we're not going to talk about that. But what we are going to do is get this stupid clear fuel line off of this thing. because this just ain't no good for nobody. I don't know what they were thinking here. If that's all they had, or if it was cheap. But the problem with it is, it becomes very brittle over time. And that ain't what you want. And this ain't what I want, probably. The red pliers, believe it or not, this is not its best work here. I had trouble with this the other day, doing that other side of it. So now, it's only right that we struggle and struggle some more to get that off of there. I mean, we're getting it. All we have to do is believe in the power of failure. Failure's been good to us over the years. Surely it will wave its hand and bless us now. Alright, that's gone. Now, should we try recycling clamps, or are we going to have a ball of sadness on that too? I imagine we're going to have a ball of sadness, but we're going to try it anyway. Because what do we have to lose except our temper? Come on, baby. Alright. New fuel line installed there. I hope I have enough to do everything. I think I do. Because I got a piece I used yesterday. I can use on the other side. So I'm looking at how that guy put it on. He used like self-tapper screws and then put a nut behind it. What are the chances that those mounting holes will mount up to what we got? Probably very slim. But I gotta try it. I mean, do I think we'll have great success? No. But do we ever have great success? No. I need to get an actual correct tool for this, because I know I won't get the other side with what I brought. What are the chances it's the same on the other side too? What are the chances that it's going to hold and not turn? Well, I got that answer for you too. You want to guess what it is? I'm going to try to get the ratchet on that side. I'm going to use the red pliers here. The red pliers from a viewer. Remember, friends, everybody always asks where they came from. It's way back in the viewer mail video. They're one of the best presents ever. I mean, I have used the heck out of them. Alright. Can we get the top one out? Yeah, I don't think that these holes are... I don't think the self-tapper really threaded those holes. I think they just... Oh. It's not even... Turn you that way. It's not even really doing anything anymore. Okay, so the ground, let's save that in case we need it. This can come off of here, and that is garbage. I would eventually, providing that all this works and loves us a long time, I would like to clean up some of this wiring job on this thing. Ooh, I also, as my ADD kicks in, I looked on the video last night and it was like this. This thing was over here. So that might explain that pathetic mess that I got myself into there. Maybe not, but sure seemed nice at the time. You know, there we go. Yeah, walk away. Wow. Anti-theft packaging. Now, do we need to read the instructions? No, we don't do stuff like that. I just dropped something important. I don't know where it went. Well, that's okay. We didn't need it, I'm sure. But what I think I dropped was, I think they sent along other fittings or something. I don't know. But we got us one of these doodads here. And we need to get us, we really need to get us some thread tape, I think. For that, I'm a believer in that on pipe threads. Yes, the best part about putting the pipe tape on there is the patented shearing action that it will do if you tighten it too tight, as it will crack your housing. So keep going until you hear the tink, and then you know you're there. Good, good, good. This one came with a ground, so we're going to have to figure out how they did this and whether or not we can use any of their pre-existing holes. It'd be nice to have both, but I don't know that it's necessary. We'll see what we can accomplish. Maybe it will work. If we can only get one, I might move it over to the other watch-a-me. But that is neither here nor there. It doesn't mean anything to you. It's just technical jargon that you won't need to know. See, if I were to put that there, can I get that all the way through there? Come on. If I can get this through there. I was kind of hoping these are like industry standard mounting lugs or something, but I'm sure that's foolishness for me to think such thoughts. I wonder if I can wedge my fatness in here. It's very close, but I don't think we got a cigar. We kind of do, but we kind of don't. Come on. We might be able to peer pressure it in, which is what the last guy did too. That's probably why his didn't work anymore. We're almost there, pal. If you just work with me a little, I think we can disappoint both our families. It's almost like we're putting on this thinking it's going to work, you know, with this permanent style mount. What are we thinking? Plastic lugs, pure pressuring threads. This is a recipe for success. Sure. Come on. Can we see in there? I hope you can. Maybe you can watch me do this, and maybe you can't. But one thing's for sure, I'm a moron. Ooh, are we on there? See, if you do it right, you'll position it in such a way that you can't get any kind of tightening tool on it. And that's essentially what we're after here. I mean, we gotta just do this by feel because we can't see. Can't hold it and do it at the same time. All right, we're going with that. We've got our ground hooked up. Our power wire, we're gonna make more better because I don't like this at all. I wonder what the green wire actually did in its real life. But what I'm gonna do is cut it off and put a plastic insulated end on, put a spade on the pump, and then I think before we seal her up for keeps, we're gonna stick a hose on there and then watch and see if fuel squirts out. It should, because everything's new now. Let's just go ahead and put the fuel line on right now when I'm thinking about it. Using a brand new clamp, sure. Alright, let's get over here, play our stuff here so that we drop it and start all over. We're gonna get rid of this nasty mess. We'll lay it down in there somewhere where it'll short out and start a fire, sure. Think of all the fun I could have with this thing. So much room for activities on it. Huh? Alright. There's one. I'm gonna take a little off the top. Oh, it's getting exciting. Go this way. Let's put that over there. Let's plug this in here. Lay that down in there. Alright, now we need to put our battery in. And for now, we'll just do like what we had. I'm going to eventually, I think, clean that battery box up and make it better when we get it running. Let's see here. All right, no fire. That's a good sign. Let's clean off all of our stuff that could rattle down and cause problems. Let's check our fuel, which this is going to get woolly fast if it works. Yep, there she goes. Okay, good. Fuel, check. So now we need another clamp. Get to our filter. probably have too much hose, but it's alright. We can go the long way around, if that makes it better. You know, what you want is fuel and ignition right in the same area. That makes everything work better when you have ignition source and fuel, you know, and hydraulics, all that intermingled. That's what you want. Now if I turn it on, we should see some fuel come through that bypass hose. And there it goes. Awesome. Okay. Choke. Well, our choke is, I'm afraid, oh, there it goes. Okay. Let's give her a little shot of the go-go stuff. See what happens. We're not prepared, so sure, you know, can we reach over? Oh yeah, that's what we want. We want vacuum lines. Process, anybody want to guess? Checking the oil. We never check the oil. It's got oil in it, but the other day the thing I took loose was the fill cap. That wasn't. Yeah, it's got oil in it, and it looks nice. However, we are not getting very much action with our carbureting setup. See, that's the throttle. That's a spider. We don't like that. Well, we got it started without ether that time. I wonder if that's... I say that the next place we're going is into the carburetor, because something just ain't kosher here, and I don't know what I'm doing. What's the shocker on that one? It looks like it's got one needle, but I think all that needle is an idle adjustment needle. It also looks to me like this carburetor's been replaced, and what I'm wondering is if this isn't some type of Chinesius carburetor. Is it too much vacuum? Well, what's our issues here, friends? It doesn't like to run at all. No, it doesn't like to run with that vacuum line open. So let's put this back together now. However, I think it's also running with the choke all the way choked. And that ain't gonna fly. But we're also to the fact that this maybe hasn't run in who knows how many years, so it's very possible that we just need a little love here, and it just needs to run for a little bit. I wish it would sit there and run like that for a little bit. Let's try our, oh, hydraulics! Come on, throttle. Nope. That doesn't do anything anymore. Just run a little while. Let's make up our mind that we're gonna run. Man, thought we had her. I say it's not getting enough fuel yet. Come on. I'm betting that a new Chinesium carburetor is in our future. Dang. Why won't it stay running? Filter's plugged. Or did I have air in it? Maybe I had air in it. No, couldn't be that lucky. It only runs with the choke all the way in. So that's partially our problem. I'm stoked about this though. That'll be super handy. Okay, well, what do we do next, friends? Do we throw in the towel and start tearing stuff apart? I'm trying to figure out, like, how does this actually work? It's almost like it doesn't manually shove the butterfly forward, does it? Or does it? It's like this, it's supposed to have spring tension holding it to wide open, and your pedal holds it to idle, or your, yeah. Because see there, that should, what's gonna tell that to go forward and go wild? Nothing. Something ain't right there. I mean, that needs to be, I wonder if that was part of his trouble. Something just is not, see, that should be wide open then, this way. And I don't see how your throttle is gonna do that. It's not. It's gonna have to be behind, like there needs to be something holding it open, wide open, and then you regulate it closed if it's wired up this way. And then we're probably gonna have to check out an old parts book or something on that one, because she just don't make sense that way. Fires right up. It doesn't keep running, but it fires right up. And you can't start it again until you turn it off. The key switch is weird. It sounds good though. I mean, I have to give it that. Like it, oh, okay, I see. So that is the governor back here, because I can feel it trying to push out of my hand, because it does have a governor, and it used to have a governor control that you could limit how much, and I wonder if that's what that is. I wonder if that was, if that pulls back on me too. But I could feel it when I was holding it open. I could feel it pushing against me. So we're gonna have to figure out how that's all supposed to actually be. Thing is, right, I gotta try to drive it even if it doesn't run good. I gotta hear it, I gotta try it. So I guess I'll air up the tires and try to get it off this trailer and then see if it will pull me around like this. As long as it stays running like that, I should be able to get something. but I'm gonna shut it off, and now it'll probably never run like that again. But I want to retighten those valve cover bolts we had loose for now. We'll clean it all up at some point, like service it whenever we get to that point, and then we will change those gaskets out and stuff. But for now, we want to, I don't think that's the right socket. We're going to get it off of this trailer. We're going to get the little air inflator and air up the tires, and we're going to try to drive it. Again, let's not discuss how that went, because it's pretty rough. Now, I really need a place to sit instead of on top of spinning belts and what have you. I guess I could try to sit over there and drive. Extremely left-handed. We could try that. I mean, what about this is sketchy, right? I need to use that clutch, I'm pretty sure. Brakes, I'm sure, don't work. Put it in first gear. It's gonna go. There we go. All right. Sweet. Okay, come on. Falls on its face. I can run the throttle from here. Oh, now you ran so good on the thing. Let's let it sit a minute. Now it's not gonna play ball. It was so happy a while ago. I gotta have more hands here. There we go. Come on, run. You little devil. We were doing so good. Now she won't run. Is it because it was downhill a while ago? I mean, what could it be? Let's stick you here, like you're the driver. And I'll try to regulate all the controls. walking, but not by much. God dang. Come on. Just give in and run. Anymore? I don't know. Oh, come on. Now don't die. I can't regulate everything at once. I can steer or run the throttle or... Oh, I think that's it. I think we exceeded our fun time for whatever reason. Maybe not. I wonder if it's out of gas. I didn't put that. Okay, I know when enough's enough. So we had our fun. We had it running, but she needs some work. She does run and scoots right along. Hydraulic bed works, so it is definitely worth pursuing a little bit farther. We just need to figure out why we ain't got no power. And my first guess is starts with a chi and ends with a nesium carburetor, because I don't think that this carburetor is doing a whole lot. It would be worth taking apart and cleaning. However, I feel like I need to maybe read up on that a little bit more before tackling it. Also, I do not feel that he has got the throttle linkage hooked up at all correct. Either, if it is correct, it's missing a spring that would hold it to wide open, because right now I ain't getting nothing. Like, I feel like, you know, there needs to be something holding it wide open in order for this to work, because it just is not, like, I got nothing. When you it's a fine dance between holding the throttle pedal so that the governor works with you, and then also running the throttle by hand on top of there. So we're gonna have to figure that out. And like I said, I'm gonna have to do some more reading because I am no expert. But I am happy that it runs and drives. I think we'll wait till that plate gets here and take off that other fuel pump, because it might be like some kind of weird compression, you know, crankcase vent problem that's not helping us either. I don't know. But all right, so the GoPro died again, but I took it down here and got the carburetor off of it. And I'd say this is where our problem lies. It is pretty nasty, And this accelerator pump diaphragm is garbage. It has a tear in it. You can clearly see up here, and it's brittle. So I'm guessing that's why she was a finicky beast. And a little bit of online look shows that you cannot have one of these carburetors. You know, I was hoping that it was like a Chinesium replacement and a guy could have it, you know, for $29.99. But that ain't true. I found a Zenith replacement that was $599, and that ain't happening. So I searched some more, and I found a carburetor kit that's $79.99. And although I'm not happy about that, I guess once they show you that it could be $600, you don't feel as bad about $80. So I'm going to go ahead and just order one, because it's a useless machine like it is. I mean, we got to have carburetor kit. So we will take this inside and put this in the magical cleaner, I think, and get it all boiled out. And we don't really know what we're doing on something like this. I mean, this is, I have no books. I have no knowledge other than working on tractors and things. So I don't know, friends. I mean, what else could be wrong? I would say this is 99% of our trouble right here, because if you don't have accelerator pump, you know, you ain't having nothing. Plus all this garbage in there. I mean, look at that. That obviously wasn't doing her any favors. But yeah, I'm thinking that we're going to just try to rebuild on this one, because what other choice do we have? It ran good. When it finally got enough fuel, man, she was a wild beast. And that was only in the low speed of the rear end. So I think we'll have us something. But I'm going to have to order more parts, and so that's where we're going to have to leave this one. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel, and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it, or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.